Hi friends, my name is Jacob Sarjan. My presentation was about Nexus. Now, the Nexus, the presentation I made, I just just made it simple so that to make it easy to understand. So it is like this Nexus project managers are responsible for keeping communication line. There's a bridge between team and client to make the communication smooth, to keep it open, to keep it transparent, to keep it extremely responsive to any and all needs, foster trust among entire team, and to streamline collaboration, to solve problems, to unlock new way of thinking, innovative way of thinking. That was the meaning I got it from the Google. And I'll go next. The Nexus is an agile framework. So there are where there are the Scrum development teams. Scrum development team, there is one common product backlog. In Scrum development team, there is up to 3 to 9 teams are there. And under one team in Scrum development team, there is 5 to 9 members. So I just put a model below, which I felt is suitable, like just to create a idea like how the example will look. So I just pasted on that. Yes, yes, yes. Then next one was the sprint planning in Nexus. The Nexus team and Scrum team, they work in cadence. Here, the Nexus team, the team pick out the item from a refined Nexus product backlog, and that will be that, and that is how the Scrum team, they both work on it. So the Nexus team and Scrum team, they pick up one backlog, and there is a two factors in this Nexus team. One was like the Nexus team conducts a sprint planning section in which they plan a bigger picture of the project. Information and decisions are made based are conveyed to the Scrum team. Dependencies are found and sought out. The backlog can have stories, tasks, business initiatives, epics, or any items of any size that suits the teams. That's one of the factor. But there is another factor is that the Scrum team have an individual sprint backlog to work on. During these sprint planning section, teams interact and collaborate with each other. And main point here, I want to say, team align themselves in order to achieve their sprint goals. At the completion of all the team sprint backlog plannings, Nexus team backlog is ready. So the second factor was once the Scrum team, when they complete their backlog in the previous picture, once they finish the backlog, then only the Nexus team backlog is ready for their to work on it. The Scrum team can work on the Nexus sprint backlog. So once there, because sprint team also has their backlog, many backlogs. So once they once they prioritize their only, then the Nexus sprint backlog is ready. I hope you guys understood, right? Okay. And the pros and cons of Nexus and Safe. When I went more on Safe, like I just went a lot of comments through it. They said that I hear that Nexus is simple and straightforward to understand, and it is nice, like it's simple, and but Safe is also it goes to more on just complex organizations, and if you master this Safe course, then they are saying that it is one of the best thing that can be applied on the organization, because That is what the organization or leaders prefer, because it's very complex study on this safe thing. Nexus is like, just as stated in the model, is agile. It has single backlog and it is straightforward. With that single backlog only, the Scrum team is working on it. But here in Safe, there are multiple team backlog, and they have a large number of teams because it's on an organization basis. That's that point. There were a lot of points to be jotted out, but I did not get much time, which I found I just mentioned to highlight just to get a clear picture on this, because all this topic was discussed by the ladies. They already discussed about the same. This I did not get it. Thank you.
Here I will remove that, okay, because it is agile, but it has multiple teams and it is for complex projects and with high number of team members. Definitely with multiple team backlogs, this is simpler. So if your project is small, you don't need that much, you go with Nexus. If your project is larger, you might go with Safe. Depends on your requirements, you start deciding on which environment. And don't worry much about which environment, because you need to go with ACP certification, not PMP certification.